sure you've heard of the great census in the days of King Herod. There was no choice. Everyone had to go to the city of their ancestors. I would have said that traveling by foot and by donkey when I was going to have a baby would be a very difficult thing, very bad timing. But I had seen the hand of God in my life, and I knew that somehow even this trip was part of God's plan in the birth of this miracle baby. He was a miracle baby, you know, because Joseph and I had not become husband and wife yet. And we knew that what had not happened in the history of the world would be true of me. I would give birth to a baby without an earthly father. This child was the long-awaited Messiah, the Son of God, and God had chosen me to bring him into the world. And I'm sure you've heard that the city was so crowded with travelers trying to find a place to stay until they could register. It was very difficult. I hoped that we could get in, register, and get back to our home before the baby was born. But babies don't go by calendars or travel plans. They come when they're ready. And this baby's arrival was coordinated with God's plan so that the fullness of God's time came soon after we arrived in Bethlehem. I was so weary of traveling and bouncing around on the back of that donkey that we were happy to take a warm, dry place in a stable with clean straw for a mattress. When I took a few steps into the dim room, I realized the baby would not wait until our return trip home, but the fullness of God's timing would be that very night. I spread the blankets that we brought on the straw. I laid out the swaddling cloth to wrap the newborn baby in. Joseph helped me to relax and be excited that the wait was almost over. That night would be a night like no other. We would be the first humans to see, to hear, to touch the promised Messiah. But it seemed like a dream that he would be born to us, poor peasants, in a stable with straw for the floor and animals all around, and not in a castle with marble floors and gold-threaded tapestry and many servants around. I knew the scripture said, "In pain you shall bring forth children." But to me, when I heard the first soft cries and saw Joseph lift the baby, there was only joy and rejoicing. He was beautiful. He was perfect. He was smaller than I remember babies being. His eyes focused on us immediately. He was so soft, so helpless. And what I had pondered in my heart for those many months now became a reality. The sound of Gabriel's voice replayed in my mind. "You shall call his name Jesus, for he shall save his people from their sins." Jesus. What was it about that name? Jesus. How majestic was that name? Jesus. Jesus. This name equaled the great I Am, the creator of the universe. I knew there would be no other name under heaven, no other way for man to be saved but through this name, Jesus. As Joseph and I held him, we could no longer keep our eyes open. It had been a very long day and a very exhausting night. We drifted off to sleep to the lull of the animals. And suddenly we heard sounds of voices and footsteps. Could it be that other travelers had been sent to share the security of the stable? The door opened, and what we knew to be shepherds came in and fell to their knees. Their focus was on the baby. We asked, "Who are you? And why are you here?" What we were about to hear drove away all sleepiness. We were wide awake. They said that when they were on the hillside outside the city of Bethlehem, as they had done for hundreds, even thousands of nights, suddenly the black sky became bright as daylight, like thousands of torches, millions of torches lighting up the sky. And then a real live angel told them not to be afraid, but they were afraid anyway. The angel said he had good news for them. Good news of great joy for all people. That night, over in Bethlehem, had been